This is Kentuckiana's 24-hour news channel, WHAS 11. Live at 6 from the leader in television news, Donna Lacey, Jeff Lifson, and Andy Weingarten Storm Team Forecast. This is Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
Teamsters are now considering a nationwide strike at United Parcel Service. The union has been in negotiations with UPS since March.
Today, Teamsters from 5 states rallied behind their national president in support of a strike. They were asked to support a strike if contract negotiations don't go their way. As Stephanie Collins reports, nearly 2,000 Teamsters from 5 states seem frustrated with their employer and ready to take action.
Canadian border to Puerto Rico, from New York to Hawaii, to give the negotiating committee the right to take whatever action is necessary.
That's Teamster National President Ron Carey rallying UPS employees. In this crowd are drivers, mechanics, and those who sort and move packages. 185,000 Teamsters work for UPS, 6,300 at the Louisville hub. They want more full-time jobs, better wages and pensions, and a safer workplace.
Well, at one time it really was a great job. It was pick and choose. It was really hard to get on.
Bill Coder moves packages. For 11 years, he's been trying to get a full-time job. He, like many others at this rally, thought he'd have a future with UPS. And now, he and others aren't so sure.
And that's all broken down because of this, what we think is just greed on the part of UPS. They had over $1 billion in profits after taxes last year.
UPS agrees they made $1 billion in profits last year, but says one plane can cost up to $90 million. Those who fly the plane say they also want a better deal.
We would like UPS to reconcile the difference that we once had with the compensation that we agreed upon to get the airline started and come to grips with what they need to provide us now to be competitive in the industry.
Pilots and Teamsters say they're united and will support each other if it should come to a strike.
We've got some real important proposals. We think the company ought to be looking at that, not dilly-dallying. We started 3 months ago in an effort to try to fix some of these problems, and the company has not been serious.
Stephanie Collins reporting for us there. UPS spokesman Ken Shapiro says its workers at UPS are the best paid in the industry and have the most secure jobs. He says the majority of Teamsters will vote in favor of a new contract with UPS because Shapiro says it's a good contract. And as far as part-time jobs go, Shapiro says that's what they are. It's not a full-time career. So bottom line, next month, Teamsters will vote, and they are expected to give contract negotiators authorization to strike.
Live from Wave 3 News, where coverage comes first. This is Wave 3 News at 6 with Craig Hoffman, Lori Lyle, Craig Edwards Weather, and Mike Hartnett Sports.
Workers at UPS claim the company is not bargaining in good faith, so they're set to take a strike vote. Today, union workers from 5 area states held a rally at the Kentucky Fair and Expo Center. Leaders announced that during the week of July 7th, nearly 200,000 union members worldwide will cast ballots for a right to strike vote. They want better wages and benefits. And longtime part-timers say they've earned the right to full-time jobs at UPS.
I believe that UPS is trying to go to cheaper labor and trying to hold us part-time forever.
Well, for most of my people, we want full-time jobs, and we think that after 10 or 12 years, we deserve them. And for the newer people, we want full family benefits back for them.
Talks have been going on since March. The current contract ends July 31st. A UPS spokesman says they have the best pay and job security in the industry, and they add they're negotiating in good faith. UPS has about 8,000 part-time employees based here in Louisville. A company spokesman says they'll remain part-time because that's the nature of the business. That's not what union workers want to hear. Today, Teamsters from 5 states held a unity rally in Louisville at the fairgrounds. Part-timers want more full-time jobs. The union also wants better pay and benefits. Leaders will hold a right to strike vote beginning July 7th for UPS employees worldwide.
You have to make sure
that this company knows that the board of directors, which is the membership, means business.
Talks began in March. The current contract ends July 1st.
This is 32 WLKY Louisville, 32 for you. Now, Channel 32 News, the Weekend Report.
More than 1,000 Teamsters showed up at the Kentucky Fairgrounds for a unity rally. All work for UPS, and they're looking for support for upcoming contract negotiations. The Teamsters' contract with UPS expires July 31st. It mainly affects part-time workers. Those employees are looking to go full-time and increase their wages and benefits. The labor negotiations will involve about 185,000 full and part-time UPS employees.
And now, the award-winning 10 o'clock news on Channel 2, the #1 primetime newscast in the country.
San Francisco was the scene today of a rally in connection with a labor negotiation that affects more than 200,000 workers. The Teamsters' national contract with United Parcel Service expires at the end of next month. And a key issue is one of labor's most important issues of the 90s, part-time versus full-time jobs. Business editor Brian Bandmiller reports.
UPS, you give us more. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hundreds of UPS Teamster workers and sympathizers from other Teamsters unions hit the streets around Union Square at noontime today. They waved placards proclaiming that half a job is not enough. Organizers say at least 60% of UPS employees work part-time.
I'm an air walker. I get 3 hours a day. I've been here 5 years, and I want a better, longer paying job. I need it.
As unions are coming back, people are getting fed up with corporate America taking away benefits, reducing jobs to part-time jobs. It's time to put a stop to it.
UPS pilots marched in sympathy with fellow workers. They complain part-time employees get only 3 hours work a day, guaranteed at about $9 an hour. Full-time workers make twice as much an hour. Demonstrators want UPS to put them on full-time.
United Parcel Service, a very healthy company. They've weighed $1 billion. They're a totally union company. What we're asking is to share some of that money with the workforce.
Our growth at UPS has really been driven by our Air Express business in the last few years, and that really pushes us to process the packages in a very short time frame. So that means that the majority of our employees need to work shifts of 3 to 4 hours to get that volume processed so quickly.
UPS officials say part-timers get the same benefits as full-time employees. And as full-time jobs open up, part-timers can move up. Back at Union Square, United Airlines flight attendants were supporting the UPS workers. The flight attendants have been working without a contract for more than a year. The one unresolved issue?
An increase in our wages. After all, United has made $2.5 billion in the last 3 years, and certainly the flight attendants have contributed to that profit.
The economy is booming, so it's no surprise workers want more money in benefits. But this time around, workers may have an edge. Unemployment nationwide is less than 5%. So if companies want good workers, they may just have to give in. In San Francisco, Brian Bandmiller for the 10 o'clock news.
In New York.
You're watching WIFR, 23 on your side. And now, 23 News at 10.
Hundreds of union members rally for better employment opportunities. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to 23 News at 10 for a Sunday. I'm Lisa Fielding. Well, Teamsters from a number of local unions are calling on United Parcel Service to open up its doors to more full-time work. And today, a rally to bolster their push for better opportunities, which they say will lead to higher wages and improved benefits.
You know, what you're saying now is an issue that we made very, very clear to United Parcel Service before we began negotiations. We told them that the major issues, especially at the Rockford Air Hub was full-time jobs.
A call for better opportunities means a call for a better life for those who work part-time at Rockford's UPS hub.
In a full-time job, you have people that are more productive, safer working conditions, and they come to work with the attitude that they're going to have a full-time job, and they have benefits, they have better working conditions.
But union members say this is not the case at many UPS hubs. In Rockford, 95% of the jobs are only part-time, with what they say are low-paying and with little benefits.
For a company that made over $1.2 billion last year, they can afford to do better.
UPS employs 110,000 part-time workers a year. And according to union members, 100,000 of them leave each year. They say such a high turnover leads to decreased productivity. And they hope rallies like this one will make UPS realize the need for full-time opportunities.
You cannot send a child to college on a part-time job. You cannot pay off a mortgage on a part-time job. You cannot build a strong community on a part-time job. This issue has to do with the Rockford community, not just the union.
We're demanding that the company negotiate us a much better contract for part-timers, and we want full-time jobs if they exist.
The Teamsters contract with UPS expires July 31st. Union officials say it's too early to say if they will strike, but say if necessary they will walk the picket line. The Teamsters represent 190,000 members who work for UPS nationwide, including 1,800 employees at the Rockford hub.
You're watching WTVO-TV, ABC, Rockford. This is News Channel 17 at 5.
Rockford UPS workers rally to demand more full-time jobs and better benefits. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lyra O'Brien.
And I'm Chris Wadsworth. Our top story tonight, the United Parcel Service hub at Rockford Airport employs over 1,800 workers on a part-time basis.
Today, many of them gathered at the Teamsters Union Hall on Rockford's south side to demand full-time jobs. News Channel 17's Bob Ryder was at that rally. He joins us live in the newsroom. Bob?
Chris and Lyra, over 250 people took part in today's rally, and they left little doubt about what they want from UPS.
Full-time jobs! Full-time jobs!
Full-time jobs, benefits covering their children, and better wages were the main issues voiced at today's rally. The Teamsters contract with UPS expires July 31st, and national contract talks are bringing the issues of part-time work and wages to the forefront.
All they're asking for is an opportunity to vote on a good contract, to have more full-time jobs, benefits, which that's going to even lead over into the community, because these people are going to have more money to spend. Right now, they're making, some of these part-timers making $8 an hour. They can go to McDonald's and make that kind of money.
I mean, we work hard, we work our butt off, so the packages can be out to the people, and then they just want to pay us only $8 an hour. I don't think so.
You just don't think you're getting a fair deal?
No, I'm not.
Now, most of the part-time employees at Rockford UPS belong to the Teamster Union, and some say they can't rule out the possibility of a future strike. Now, News Channel 17 did try to contact UPS headquarters, but no one was available. Chris and Lyra, back to you.
Thanks, Bob. News Channel 17's Bob Ryder reporting live from the newsroom tonight.
13 WREX-TV, Rockford. This is 13 News at 10.
The United Parcel Service of America is getting heat from the Teamsters Union. Union Local 325 says UPS needs to offer more full-time jobs to state line workers. One Teamster from Washington says UPS makes more than $1 billion a year in profits and can afford to create more full-time jobs.
Communities are built by full-time jobs with full-time benefits. That builds strong families, and that builds strong communities. That's what we need to have.
Meanwhile, a UPS spokesperson says since 1993, they have created 8,000 new full-time union jobs, more than every other Teamster employer.
USA Network in production now.
If you're planning to send a package later on this month, you might want to consider the post office because, as Bloomberg's Charlie Pellet explains, UPS may be out of commission.
More than 185,000 United Parcel Service workers may go on strike at the end of July. The International Brotherhood of Teamsters will complete a strike vote by July 14th in an effort to pressure UPS to alter its hiring policies.
we've asked United Parcel Service that if they're going to hire people, to hire them as a part-timer and let them eventually become a full-timer. They won't go along with that. They still want the option to hire from the outside whenever they feel free.
UPS claims its current hiring policy is designed to meet the demands of its customers.
We have a need that's created by the very well business need for part-time jobs, and that's caused by the fact that we have a lot of new time-definite services that our customers are calling for, and that necessitates the use of part-time employees.
Lots more than the union would like. Negotiations began in March, but have broken off twice.
The offer they just made is ridiculous. They seem to be coming in, they seem to be going backwards as far as we're concerned.
In spite of difficulties, both sides are hopeful that a strike will be averted.
We're still confident we can reach an agreement, again, that would be both favorable to the employees and allow us to remain competitive with our competitors.
I would hope both sides can come to an agreement. UPS made $1 billion last year, and they made it on our backs. We make a good salary, we have good benefits, but these guys earn every penny of it, and we're looking for more full-time jobs.
UPS acknowledged that the company has seen a slight drop in business as a result of the potential strike.
Well, there are quite a few other shipping agents, you know.
We'll have to go to FedEx, I guess. Some of the other competitors. Well, it'll slow down shipments, and prices will probably go up, which means the cost of everything will change.
I'm Charlie Pellett.